Today, we are discussing how and what it means to take back your power and begin to truly love your life. It's time to stop living for everyone else and do what makes you happy. Are you ready to dig in? Let's go. Hello, Succeeders. This is Stacy Barlow Hill, your leadership and lifestyle coach, helping you to become the best version of yourself and lead successfully. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to my channels and the podcast so that you can receive our messages in a timely manner and each week and share with your friends and those that you think that it'll help benefit. So today, our topic is how to take back your power and begin to love your life. So, what does it mean when we even talk about our power? Think about that word for a minute, our power. It could have different meanings to different people, depending on how you interpret it. But for the purpose of today, power is going to be referring to all of the energy, all of the time that you have given away to someone or something else. Power that you have given away to someone or something else. I'm talking about maybe how you've allowed others to dictate your calendar, dictate how you spend your time, how you use your time. I'm talking about maybe feeling guilty for not saying yes, or for saying yes when you should have said no, or vice versa, depending on what the circumstances. I'm talking about not standing up for yourself and allowing others to steal your joy and rob you of your confidence and your self worth. Taking back your power means refusing to let others speak, feel, or decide anything for you. You are now going to reclaim all of this back and be responsible for the energy and the time that you give. So now that we have a little bit better understanding of what it means to take back our power, how do we do this? So it's easy to say something, but it's not always as easy to follow up or even know where to begin on doing this. So first of all, we want to start by evaluating your environment. Who do you need to spend more time around, and who do you need to distance yourself from? So when you think about this at first, it may seem easy or it may seem hard, but it may be something that you need to digest for a little bit. So, someone that you need to spend more time around. Now, notice the word need. Sometimes we want to spend more time around someone, but that person may not actually be healthy for you. It may be someone that slacks off, that just makes you laugh, that lives an unhealthy lifestyle, but they may just be a fun person to be around, but they may not be necessarily being beneficial to you and helping you get to where you need to be. So maybe for that season, you may need to spend less time with that person, or you may need to cut yourself off from that person. Who do you need to spend more time around? You need to spend more time around those who are where you want to be. Those who are in alignment with where you are trying to go. Those are the people that you need to spend more time. People that challenge you, people that bring out the best in you, people who don't hold you back, people who are rooting for you, people who support you, people who have your best interest in mind. Those are the people that you want to spend more time around. So identify who those people are in your life. And if you don't have any people in your life, then you need to change your circles and find those people, because those are the people that are going to allow you to rise higher. People that are going to allow you to affirm your power and to take back your power, not drain your power. So then on the opposite spectrum, you need to identify who you want to distance yourself from, who you need to distance yourself from. These are the people that are energy drainers, people that are draining the energy from you, people who are disrupting your peace, people who are not allowing you to vibrate at a higher level, at a higher energy, people who are demanding of your time, but it's not getting you any closer to where you want to be. Those are the people that you need to distance yourself from. So begin to evaluate these people in your life and make a list, like literally make a list, write it down, put down the people that you need to be around more and the people that you need to distance yourself from. Now, this does not mean you have to cut people completely out of your life and say you're done with them. It just means for a season, or permanently, that you just need to reevaluate the type of relationship that you have with them and either distance yourself or put yourself in closer proximity with them. So that's number one, evaluate and create your list. Two, begin to be okay with saying no. If it does not align with who you are or where you are going, then I want you to begin to say no. Practice saying no and get good at it, and don't feel guilty about it. Don't allow your time and your energy to be filled with burnout and guilt simply because you can't say no. If someone asks you something and you can't do it, just sincerely say, you know what, this is not going to be of any service to you right now because I can't dedicate my full mind to what it is that you want me to do right now. And then offer them a reference or an alternative option for someone else that may be able to help them. But say no, because you saying yes to something when you should say no is not going to be a benefit to you or the other person. You're not going to give your all to whatever it is that you're saying yes to. You're doing that person a disservice because you are not giving 100% to what it is that you committed to, and your heart and your mind is not totally in it. You're also doing yourself a disservice because it's not in alignment with who you are. It's not getting you any closer to where you want to be, and you are doing a disservice to yourself. So begin to say no and not feel guilty about it. So your homework for this week is to look at your calendar and find something that you can say no to. Say no if it doesn't align. If it aligns with where you want to be, then say yes. But if it doesn't align, it's draining you, it's causing you overwhelm and burnout, you have no passion for it, it's not doing you or the other person any type of service, then I want you to say no to it. So that's your homework on top of making your list, is to find something to say no to. Number three, you're going to have to do this afraid. This is not going to be comfortable. It's not going to feel good, but you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone to achieve anything that is going to be worth having. And you're going to have to make that decision that no matter what you feel, you're going to commit to this. So anything that's not in alignment with your life, you're going to have to fix it. And that's not always going to be comfortable. Like I said about distancing yourself from people, saying no to people, that doesn't feel good. But think about anything else that's going on in your life that doesn't serve you, that doesn't serve the other person that's involved, and think about how you may need to change that. And it's almost always going to involve getting out of your comfort zone. And getting out of your comfort zone never feels good. It never feels pleasant. It's never something that we want to do, but it's something that we have to do. Anything that's worth having is going to make you uncomfortable. You're going to have to step up and get out of that comfort zone. So I want you to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's going to be a must in order to get back your power. And then I want you to trust yourself and your instincts. You ultimately know what's best for you. So trust and allow it to guide you where you need to go. You're going to make mistakes. This is going to be guaranteed, but you're going to have to be able to learn from them and to continue to keep moving forward. Failure is your best teacher, and no one that is successful has gotten there without failing. It's okay to fail. You're going to have to take risk. You're going to have to put yourself out there. But I want you to begin to trust your instincts, be able to make time to clearly meditate and hear clearly what it is that you need to do. Trust your intuition, but begin to figure out what are the moves that you need to make that are going to put you in alignment with who you want to be, with who you need to be, with who you're called to be. Trust yourself, trust your instincts, and you're going to have to reclaim your power, reclaim your space. And then ultimately, you're going to begin to love your life because now it's yours. It's filled with energy that you've created. It's filled with power that is yours, that you've reclaimed back. And no one else's version of your life is going to make any sense. It has to be yours. It has to be the life that you created, the life that you have created that synergy around, right? So you got to start somewhere. It's not going to happen overnight. And people are just going to continue to do what you allow. So if you allow people to suck the energy out of you, if you allow people to take advantage of your time, if people know that you're going to say yes to everything, they're going to continue to do that because you have set the pattern and the tone for that. So you have to begin to say no. So, like we said, you need to make that list of people that you need to spend more time around or less time around. You have to do things afraid. You have to begin to say no with the things that don't align with you. And you have to begin to trust yourself and your own instincts and make those decisions that may not be comfortable. You have to be willing to fail. You have to be willing to take risks, but you've got to start somewhere. So you are ultimately responsible for this. No one else is going to hold you by your hand. No one else is going to make you get your power back from other people. It's going to have to be you, and you've got to start it. So don't sit around playing the victim, waiting for someone to come rescue you. You've got to own your power. You've got to get your power back. So I want you to take those simple steps with you today. And like I said, it's not going to happen overnight, but you've got to begin somewhere. So start with those steps. They are simple enough that you can start today and then see how it snowballs and then see how you begin to feel more comfortable with that. And then eventually you're going to have no problem at all. When things come up and opportunities come your way, you're going to be able to easily identify yes or no. I should do this. I should not do this. This aligns with me. This does not align with me. So if you saw my video last week, it was about using affirmations and using them to eliminate self-talk. So I recommend going back, watching that video if you haven't, because it was really good on the power of affirmations and how to use them. And, also affirmations can change your mindset and help you to create the life that you desire. So if you watched the video, if you haven't, go back and watch it. But if you did watch it, last week we took deep breaths. We took all that negative energy, we blew it out, and we were able to fill ourselves with the positive affirmation that we wanted to have. So let's do that today before we wrap up today. I want you to take a deep breath. So take a deep breath, and while you're taking a deep breath, take all of that negative energy that is within you, all of those doubts about saying no, all of the fears that you have about cutting people off from your life. I want you to take all of that, breathe it in. So let's do that. Hold it. And then I want you to exhale. But when you exhale, you are going to fill your body up with the positive energy and the affirmations. So let's do it one more time. But on the exhale, I want you to invite this affirmation in that I'm going to say. So ready? Deep breath in, all the negative. And as we let it out, we are going to say, I own my power. No one takes my time or energy without my permission. I only say yes to things that align with who I am and where I am going. Did you feel that? Can you feel that within you? If you didn't, then keep doing it until you feel it. But I want you to feel that. I own my power. No one takes my time or my energy without my permission. I only say yes to things that align with who I am and where I am going. So that is your free affirmation. I want you to take that with you today, but really just begin to visualize who you want to become, who you are, who is that person? What do they talk like? What do they think like? Who are the type of people they surround themselves with? You have to begin to see that person, affirm that person, visualize who that person is. And that person doesn't say yes to things that don't align with them. They don't surround themselves with people who are negative and who don't have their best interest at heart. So you have to begin to act like the person that you are going to become and that person that you want to be. So I hope that you take all of this with you today. I hope that you begin to take back your power. I hope that you begin to love your life, because your life is worth living and you were called here for a purpose. You have work to do. You have work that is going to be purposeful and meaningful and aligned and created just for you. So it's time to take back your power so that you can begin to live the life that you were meant to live. So I want you to take that with you today, and I will look forward to seeing you next week.